Oh, this is too tight, isn't it? Hello everybody, welcome to the final video of 2017. Dun 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 dun! So I thought I would do a video which correlates with a video I did at the end of last year. Essentially it was a 2017 kind of goals. So now I want to look back at those goals and check whether I've actually achieved any of them. Hopefully I have. If you want to go and check out that video, I'll put the link in the description below, but I think you're gonna get the general gist of what was said in the video, seeing as I'm going to be answering whether or not I actually managed to achieve my 2017 goals. Yeah. So I started the last video talking about how horrendous 2016 was for me, and it was probably one of the worst years of my entire life. So I wanted to start this video by saying never look back. Nothing can be done to change what has happened, and what's the point in worrying about something if you can't do anything to change that situation? So as a result, that is my kind of motto for 2017 as a year, is just never look back, try and always look forward. Now, on to the main part of the video. Did I achieve my 2017 goals? So, my first goal was to stop worrying. Meh. So I'm nowhere near as bad as I used to be. I still kind of need to change a little bit in 2018, because I often change myself, my whole personality, my whole being to suit somebody else. So if I think that they'll like me if I'm funny, I'll try and make myself extra funny, which doesn't go very well because I'm not very funny. Like if someone's quite shy, I'll try and quieten myself down, which again is not me. I'm quite loud and in your face and generally irritating. So as a result of that, I'm going to try in 2018 to not change myself for other people. If they like me and they want to be my pal for being me, that's great. And they make an effort with me and I'll make an effort with them and we can be besties and it'll be great. The next goal of 2017 to achieve was to get my tattoo. Still haven't done that. No, I'm so scared of needles. I've wanted a poppy tattoo on the outside of my foot to commemorate all those lives lost in World War I and World War II and any war in general, really, for the history side of me. And I'm just too scared of needles. I'm so scared it's going to hurt so much. So, 2018, I'm probably never going to get a tattoo. So, a goal that I have actually managed to achieve was to keep up playing the ukulele. Boom! Yeah, I said in my last video that I wanted to be a ukulele boss by this time. I wouldn't say I'm a boss. I wouldn't say, no, definitely not a boss, but a lot better than I was this time last year. Yeah, so I've definitely vastly improved since the end of 2016 and throughout 2017, and that's all you can really ask for, isn't it? Practicing. I don't practice every day because I'm very busy a lot of the time, but I do try and practice kind of 2-3 times a week for like a good hour, so I think that's helped me, and yeah, I can play a lot of... Oh, that's really out of tune. Oh no, that's embarrassing. Shows you I haven't played it in a little while because it's been Christmas, but yay! Out of tune ukulele. Okay, the next goal was to try and save some money. This time last year I had just under £1,000. I have 6 grand now. 6 grand! I'm really happy with that. So in the last year's video I decided I was going to spend the money either on a house, which is what I had originally been saving for, or to go travelling. The house idea is out the window. Goodbye, gone. Because houses round here, even like a 1-bedroom flat near to where I live, because unfortunately I'm within London, zones 1 to 6, down here. As a result of that, a 1-bedroom flat costs at least 250 grand. And for that you need like at least a 10% deposit, which is 25 grand. Where am I going to get 25 grand from? That idea is completely gone out of the window now. So instead I'm going to go travelling. As soon as I finish my degree, at the very end of April, I'm hoping to go from mid-May until whenever the fuck I want. That's the great thing about being free and young-ish. Not really that young anymore. I'm aiming for Europe because I've got a lot of things that I need to come back to England for, like a friend's wedding, my graduation day. That's quite important, where, you know, and you get your little hat and you're like, woo, Hannah, you managed to actually get a degree. And, you know, things like that, they are pretty important things. So I can't really be in Australia or Asia or somewhere that's hundreds and hundreds of miles away, because otherwise it's going to be very expensive for me just to pop back for a day. So I wanted to explore Europe anyway, and this makes more sense for me at the moment. So I will be spending a lot of time in France to improve my language skills. I would like to spend a lot of time in the south of France when it is hot, and I can sit there in the bikini and get a fantastic tan, and it's really lovely. Spending a lot of time in Germany because just love Germany. I love Germans. I love German food. I love German culture. I love German history. And I have a lot of friends in Germany, and luckily they're all dotted around. I'd also like to go to countries in Europe I've never been to, so Austria, I've got a friend in Vienna and she said I could stay with her, so yay! Hungary, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Sweden, Denmark. Love to stay in Amsterdam for a long time. I have 2 friends that live in Amsterdam, so so that is where my money is going to go, and I'm so excited for it. The next goal for my 2017 was politics, to stay in my little lefty liberal beliefs because of all the right-wing turn. And you know what, I'm proud to be a lefty liberal snowflake, and I don't think that you should be ashamed of thinking that everybody is equal and everyone has equal rights to everything, in like education and health. It doesn't matter about your sex or your sexual orientation or your race or your religion. You know, I'm proud of thinking that everyone is a good human being until proven wrong. You can't stereotype a group just because of one person's actions. So I don't tend to do that. I take people as they come and I form my own opinion. And you know what? Live and let live. Channel name. But speaking of channel name, I've changed it. Anyone noticed? Probably not. Yeah, I didn't like the kind of live and let live name. I did that when I was very, very ill, and I was like, yeah, live and let live, like, it's a thing, like, gotta keep living, and life's gonna get better, and yeah, and now I'm feeling a lot better. And don't get me wrong, live and let live is still a very close sentiment to my heart. I still think live and let live, but I decided to change my channel name to my name. Can you believe it? So the channel name is now Hannah Montgomery. What do you guys think of that? Let me know. So my next goal was to keep YouTube up, which I've managed to do. I've actually managed to film a video every single Friday. But, like, don't get me wrong, there are a few Fridays I missed, mainly around summer because uni went mental just before I broke up for summer, so I just couldn't. I could not. And yeah, I've missed a few weeks here and there, but on the whole, I've done it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a good YouTuber. We all know this from my content, but I enjoy doing it, and I think that's all that matters, really. I also wanted to branch out into different videos, and the examples were clothes. I've done a lingerie and a Primark haul. So yeah. And I also did an outfit of the day from H&M, which I was in like a fiery dress thing, which I quite enjoyed. And makeup was the other one. Well, I didn't do the makeup, Indy did the makeup, because she's far better than I am at life. But we did vintage makeup and hair from Radio Days, which was our Easter show, and then we also did werewolf/vampire makeup for Halloween, so I did also achieve that goal of 2017. My last one was to not fuck up uni. That was because the term before the video had been made, I had got a 59 and a 58.5, which I assume will be rounded up to 59, but knowing university will probably end up being a 58. So for those of you who don't know the grade boundaries of the UK, that's a very, very high 2-2. So 2-2, 2-1 first. First is like the boss-ass level of life, and then 2-1 is like very good, 2-2 is still pretty good, and then the third is like you've passed, but you've not done great. So a 59 and a 58.5 is a 2-2, both 2-2s. And I really want a 2-1 overall, so I kicked myself up the backside after that video and after that term. So I'm talking January to May this year, 2017, I got 62, 64 and 69. They're all 2-1s. Yeah. And the only grade I've got back from 3rd year so far, we had to do a presentation. Mine was on facial disfigurement in the First World War and the responses to it and what they tell us about what it means to be human. This guy got 75. That's a first, like a good first, not even like I scraped a first, I got a first. But yeah, I think in 2017 I have not fucked up uni, I've done the opposite. I've worked really, really hard and I'm actually really proud of myself. So I've just got to keep that up for 4 more months and then I graduate and I'm done with education forever. So now, that was the end of the 2017 goals. I've got to set myself some 2018 goals, obviously, so I can look back at the end of next year and do a similar video. I want to get a 2-1 overall at university, which is what I've already said, but that's the goal because I actually finish university, so I've got to work really hard this term coming. Another goal, a weird one, is to learn how to do eyeliner. I know that sounds bizarre, but I cannot do it. When I put it on, it goes ridiculously thick, or it's uneven. I just look a twat, but I love wearing eyeliner, so I've really got to practice that this year. Hopefully next year's video I'm going to be wearing some like boss-ass eyeliner and be like, boom! I did it! And the ukulele, I need to keep playing, keep practicing, and I also want to learn how to finger pluck. Finger pluck. Which is essentially like this. Like that. That was Zelda, for anyone that didn't know. Yeah, Legends of Zelda. But obviously way better than that. I can't finger pluck very well, as you just saw, so I really want to improve on that and be able to be like... Last one, travel the fuck out of Europe, is what, again, I've written down. Be in Germany for the Christmas markets is definitely a goal of mine, because the Christmas markets I've been to once when I was 12, 13, quite young, a good 10 years ago now anyway, and we went to Cologne with the school, and I just remember being in this market and just thinking it was the most magical place in the entire world. So I really want to spend Christmas time in Germany next year. So that's another goal. And the last one is to vlog the majority of my Europe trip. So for myself and the memories that I'm going to make, and I'm very much looking forward to having that on video. Have an amazing 2018 everybody. I hope New Year's Eve itself is fantastic. Make sure that you drink into the new year if you're over the age of 18, of course. So everybody have a fantastic new year. I hope it brings you everything that you could ever want, and I shall see you for the next video. See you soon guys. Happy New Year.